On today's episode, we're gonna cover glasses. That's right, you heard it here. Glasses. We're gonna figure out which glass is right for you. Maybe all of them, maybe only one. I go by the name of, let's get into this.
Play the intro.
I go by the name of Lord. Let's serve you some whiskey. Welcome back. Now, folks, we got a great show today. We are covering none other than glasses. What are all these, and are these needed? Some may say yes, some may say no, but together we'll find out today. I hope so. So, we could talk about glasses, but we're gonna figure out what the nose is like in most of the glasses. So, I was going through the collection, and I was trying to figure out something that I can pour that would be cool for all these. And I was like, you know what? Let me pour what I know best. It's the Knob Creek 9-year single barrel. So we're gonna just pour this up, nose, and talk a little bit about each glasses. Nothing fancy, we're gonna give it going. All right, give me a second to set everything up. With a little movie magic light. Woo! And we're back. So the reason for me picking the 9-year single barrel Knob Creek at 120 proof, I wanted something that the vapors would be a lot. I'm thinking more from like if a new person was coming into whiskey and they put their nose into a glass, what would hit them best? And also what is best for nosing in general. I too, like many people, have, had a glass like this with some high proof whiskey when I first started and put my nose in it, and I felt like my face was burning up. So we're gonna go through and figure out what's the best nosing glass for you. So already we have a few lined up. We have a Glencairn. Yeah, so we have a Glencairn right there. We have a Glencairn lined up, a regular Glencairn. We have a Glencairn Copita. We have, this is, I don't know, I forgot the name of this glass, but we have this one. This is a Canadian Glencairn right here. And these are just regular rock glasses. This is just a regular small one. This is a double one. And this one right here, I'll tell you at the end, is a very, very fancy one. So let's get into the first. Now, folks, full disclaimer, I won't be sipping any of these. Maybe one, because it's 120 proof, and I have stuff to do after this shoot.
Pardon me, I just want to get through there, this door, over if you don't mind. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, this is his house. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing,
No, that's my friend Mitch. You're mistaking me, that's my friend Mitch. He owns the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yo, man, come hit this right here. You need to hit this. Oh, yeah. Hit that.
No, I appreciate it, but I told my wife I wouldn't drink tonight. Besides, I got a big day tomorrow. But you guys have a great time.
A big day. You doing what?
Well, actually, pretty nice little Saturday. We're gonna go to Home Depot. Yeah, buy some wallpaper, maybe get some flooring, stuff like that. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
So I'm just gonna go by smell real quick, and I'm gonna see so far what is the most pleasant smell that we can get. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the, I guess, the biggest one I have here to my right, and I'm just gonna see overall how the smell goes. So this is this. Overall, it's not bad. It's not overpowering. Once again, I have been drinking high proofs for quite some time now, so I don't really necessarily get hit with that crazy ethanol burst like I usually would in the past. Maybe if it's something I haven't had before. Usually I notice that, especially in a lot of like different like batch proofs of like different distillery releases. I'll have some for the first time and I'll pour it and I'm like, whoa, what is that? That happened to me with the, what is that? It was the one that won the Fred Minnick Award. I can't think about it. It's with the Glencairn. Anyway, I can't think of the name right there. But anyway, it was that one. Yeah, overall, these aren't bad per se. It just smells like whiskey for the most part on these three big ones. So usually what I do for these glasses, I'll let you know. This is my knee glass. I like this one a lot. I usually put the, you know, the really nice stuff or the really dusty bottles I have in there. This was pretty much my like gift to myself, and I got 2 of them, but I like these a lot. They don't really come off that often, but when they do, it's usually for a special pour, and that's why I keep it like this. This is my everyday kind of glass pour. If I'm like doing something, usually like edits or things like that, I'll have something like this. Nothing too fancy. A lot of guests too will have that. This is similar. I don't necessarily do this every day, but if I'm like doing something real quick, trying to figure out a cocktail or something like that on the rocks, I'll make something in this real quick. This actually is pretty good. I use this for guests. When guests want certain cocktails, this is the Canadian Glencairn. And I like this as well because presentation wise, this does well with filling up with like cubed ice and things like that. So this I would do like big rock glass. This I necessarily wouldn't put rocks in it. You can put regular rocks, but the big rock cube wouldn't fit in that one. This is straight. I actually like this one in general. This would usually be if I am trying to figure out more about a new bottle I have after I had it in the Glencairn. I'll move over to this one because I really enjoy this one a lot. This is the Copita. Honestly, I only use this for certain scotches that I have, and then certain rums. I'll be honest, I've used it for some bourbons too. Glencairn, I don't have to talk about this one, but this is pretty much standard for nosing and enjoying different whiskeys and spirits. And this is the Glencairn if you want to be a little more modest with it. So let's get to it. So like I mentioned, it's really going to be really biased for me to try this right now, only because the ethanol isn't necessarily going to hit me or the nose. However, I do, once I put my nose in this one, I do get a lot of aromas. It is not as controlled as these just because of the shape of the glasses, but the aromas are hitting me. Now, if I'm at a bar and they hand me this, yes, I will be at the bar and I will try my best as I can to smell for the most part. Sometimes I can get a good rate. It depends on a few factors. One, if I ate anything crazy beforehand, or 2, if I have like any kind of cologne on me or any kind of like perfuming lotion, or if the glass was kind of weird, sanitized or whatever. Sometimes notes can be conflicting. So for ideal for nosing a whiskey from start off, like if it's your first time nosing or if you got like a new body you want to get into, I personally probably wouldn't recommend these bigger ones to start the nosing process. I probably would start from here. So yeah. Same thing with this. So this is the Canadian Glencairn. However, I would say the notes in here are a little more controlled and focused than they are in here. Only because you can see it is like a wide tulip shape. So you do get a lot of more notes and information in a glass like this for the most part. Something like this, I would say, it is a little more controlled as well. It's basically almost a smaller version of this. However, I would say the notes are more predominant that pops out in more of the Canadian Glencairn style. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Now the Copita, I would say, is really nice. Every time I get like a new Dalmore or anything like that, I'll get the Copita and smell it, because the nose, I feel like all the information and all the notes is just like blasted at you, but it's so focused that you can really hone in on what it is. And it comes with a cool top. I'm a sucker for tops. I actually bought these tops for these Glencairns aftermarket, but I think tops are cool. Like if you, or let's say you poured something and you have to walk away for a second, then it's cool to cover, especially if you don't finish something the day of. You don't necessarily have to rush to finish it. You can just close it and put it to the side. Yeah. Overall, I would say from what I've smelled so far, the Copita for the Knob Creek 120 proof, it's really decent. It's definitely giving me a lot of those pleasant notes that I usually like, and I can nose this forever. So yeah. Now the Glencairn is standard. You've seen these in most of all whiskey YouTube videos for the most part, and you probably have one at home too. Let me know in the comments if you have Glencairn at home. Yeah. Overall, I would say this is super neutral. This is super focused as well. It's not hyper focused as the Copita, but I would say, if I can break this down in music terms, I'm getting a lot more of the bass and the mid notes from the Glencairn. There was a lot of high notes that I was getting, mostly from the Copita, but this overall, I would say, is a pretty tuned glass. And it's pretty much standard for the most part. I just kind of want to do a review right now on a not pre. So this is the Glencairn. So the Glencairn, I would say, is a little more focused. It's not giving you a lot of information as the regular Glencairn or the Copita, but it's giving you just enough. Like in a pinch, if I had to just go to like a bar or restaurant and I wanted to be snobby, I guess I could carry this in my bag. But that's like OD. It was like, well, what whiskeys do you have? And put me in simple in this way, don't you get sir? Well, overall, I would say this is cool. Like if you are trying to pour something to introduce to your friends or whoever, and you don't necessarily want to pour Glencairn, pour something like this and pass it out as a sample. People will be thoroughly impressed, I promise you, over something like this over a shot glass. Because this is going to be a little more detailed than the shot glass. Overall, my recommendations is do you. Honestly, none of these glasses matter. You're supposed to enjoy whiskey the way you want to.
Message!
None of these matter. Not this one, not that 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 one. I'll tell you right now. So my introduction to spirits was in a coffee mug. Shout out to my homie Perry. A lot of memories over the coffee mugs. And like anybody who went to college or not, the red cup. So honestly, however you like your spirits is fine. But choose it how you want to. So yeah, so let me know in the comments what your favorite vessel is or glass of your choice. So if you like this one, go ahead and give me a good old like, comment, and subscribe. And like we always say at this time, folks, cheers, salute, sante, Kobe, and all that jazz.